Hi, this is Kang from Ogilvy Digital Labs, here with Seth Killian from Capcom, talking about the Street Fighter franchise and what's new for 2009. So Seth, since last year, the release of Street Fighter 4 has happened, and you've got this pretty cool new title out, so you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so what we have here this year is Tatsunoko versus Capcom. This is a bit of a sleeper at the show. Tatsunoko is a Japanese animation studio that spans from the 60s, characters like Speed Racer, Battle of the Planets, and they're going to be duking it out with the Capcom cast, familiars like Ryu and Chun-Li. So that's the new home for some of the Street Fighter characters. And it's very over-the-top, zany action, very cartoony, giant fireballs, giant supers, giant robots flying into the screen and punching you out. Ridiculous, but made with a lot of love. All the characters in the game were handpicked by the designers as characters they really loved. So it's a marketing department's nightmare, but a fan's dream. And you know, we didn't actually think this game was headed for the West originally, but the fan excitement around it was so big that we were able to pull a few strings with our licensing partners to try and make it happen over here. And initially in a very small kind of way, without a lot of attention. And it's gotten just an amazing reaction here at the show. Again, the fans are going crazy for it. All the industry professionals are going crazy for it. So we got 2 nominations for Best of Show from 2 of the top sites, so it's amazing.
That is awesome. So, since your kind of magic appearance at Capcom, there's been a big groundswell of focusing fan attention and fan knowledge about Street Fighter and getting communities really activated at Capcom. So, talk about what's happened last year with Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4 is very exciting to me for a number of reasons, but fighting is a very special part of gaming, and it's really just basically revived a genre that everybody thought was dead. And to see the reaction around the world, we're talking millions of sales all over the world. The tournament scene is blowing up. There's people coming out of the woodwork from everywhere, and people just playing the game hardcore. So it's really almost a lifestyle.
Awesome. So again, you talk about the lifestyle. You know, I'm wearing this super cool shirt from Triumvir. It's a GOT, right? They're a cool local, you know, OC t-shirt company. And you've got places and partners like this doing brand stuff for Street Fighter, really bring it into the lifestyle and the street culture. What else is going on that's kind of like that?
We've really focused a lot on apparel, so we look for people who, as we say, who get it. Yeah. So we look for stuff that excites people like me, and if it looks rad, then we'll give them a license, even if they're a small operation, and they go from there. They really gets the word out, helps establish the brand presence, and the style that we're going for. When we were taking the game around on demos, we went for a very street feel, but in a legit way, not too manufactured. So we went to actually dirty basements and warehouses and threw some Street Fighter machines in there and let the kids go nuts, just like an old school arcade. All that stuff has been going really well. We also worked on peripherals for the game. A very high-end stick that people thought wouldn't sell in a bad economy, but you give the people what they want and spin it in the right way, and it's exciting property. So they've got back orders for 20 times more than their initial production run. Yeah.
So to close out, what's going on with the tournament scene with the titles this year?
It's blowing up. So people are starting to get really excited about Tatsunoko versus Capcom, but the Street Fighter tournaments all over the country there's probably 10 times more than there were last year, and the attendance at those tournaments has gone like 400% or 500%, and it's happening all around the world. So there's really an amazing ability. If you find the community and can connect with them in an authentic way, they go nuts, and it spreads like wildfire, and it's what we all think about, but this is it in action.
Very cool. When's the release date for Tatsunoko?
We're talking about winter, so early 2010, late 2009.
Okay, not in time for EVO, but next year's EVO.
Next year's EVO for sure, so we'll be doing some exhibition stuff at EVO this year as well. The World Championships are going to be amazing. Right. It might be 24-hour action.
What's the date?
July 17th through 19th. Vegas, Rio Hotel and Casino.
This is Kang for Ogilvy Digital Labs. We've been talking with Seth Killian at Capcom.